It's No Clue Movie Review.
I love J.J. Abrams. Anybody who knows me or knows anything about me knows that I love J.J. Abrams. I love Alias, I love Felicity, I love Lost, I really love Alias, and I really love J.J. Abrams, and I'm really excited because Cloverfield, this movie that's coming out today, is a J.J. Abrams creation. He's the producer, and it's directed by Matt Reeves, with whom he created and produced Felicity, which was like, oh, Felicity. Oh, and side note about Matt Reeves, he's like a close personal friend of mine in that we worked together once, and by work together, you know, I was in one scene and he directed me. Actually, I mean, that's kind of like, that's really cool. He directed me in the pilot episode of the TV show Conviction, which was a spin-off of Law & Order, and it didn't even last a whole season, but I was in the pilot episode and I played this girl who was a drug mule, and my stomach got cut open and my guts were spilling out, and it was really cool, and I got to spend all this time in makeup. It was really cool. And anyway, so the point is Matt Reeves directed that, so I have actually worked with him. Ooh, which puts me like 1 degree away from J.J. Abrams, so in the 6 Degrees game, you and me, J.J. So I'm really excited. So anyway, so Matt Reeves directed this movie, and J.J. produced it, and the guy who wrote it used to write on Buffy, and so it's like, oh, and so Buffy, created by Joss Whedon, who went to Wesleyan, where I went. So obviously this whole movie for me is like a bunch of my friends, basically. I don't actually know any of them, but it's kind of like it was made by my friends. It's like so awesome. I wouldn't normally like this kind of movie, but I think it has a superstar production team, and they kept it like really, really secret. I think everything about this movie was like completely hush-hush, and they released a trailer, I don't know, over the summer maybe, and it was like, even then, you know, the trailer like doesn't really tell you what happens. I mean, obviously something attacks Manhattan, but beyond that, nobody knows. And that's kind of cool because obviously this is a No Clue movie review, so I never have a clue, but in this case, like, we're not supposed to have a clue. And so even if I had seen it, I wouldn't tell you anything about it because you're not supposed to know anything about it. So go see it. I'm going to go see it, support my friends, you know, JJ, Matt, and writer guy from Buffy. And it should be awesome.
It's No Clue Movie Review.